They come out here in the I. Time running out here on the play clock. The second-year man from Nebraska, it's Amir Abdullah. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. We get a look now at the offensive starting unit for the Detroit Lions, and one big target they have at tight end is Eric Ebron.
And they are ready for him to fulfill his promise because he was drafted to be a game breaker. Big target, guy who could block at the line of scrimmage, but really get downfield and make plays against defenders, overmatch them. They haven't seen enough of that yet. They want to come to the front in 2016.
Here's Stafford now on second down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So here come the Lions now. First down, Stafford here. A dump off for Abdullah. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now the second-year man from South Dakota State, it's Zach Zenner. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
It's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. Play clock winding down. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a safe touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a first down throw. Stafford. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
Now it's Stafford. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up second down. And here are the defensive starters. In your old position, you get to talk about the secondary.
The best athletes on the field, Brandon.
Debatable.
Well, we'll see how this goes today. I love the way you put my guys down. But you know this. They've got to cover, and they have to tackle. They have a heck of a task in front of them in this game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. There's some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
The man in motion is Tate. Stafford on first down. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The play clock's running down. On first down, Abdullah. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the 1st quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the 2nd one.
So now a 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the 2nd-rounder, Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
As Darius Slay continues to improve at the quarterback position, he may live up to his own nickname as the Slaymaker.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. It's complete to Flainer. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
And there's a nice completion to Kobe Fleener, and no one can be happier than Drew Brees.
They had Jimmy Graham for all those years, Ben Watson last year, and now coming south from Indianapolis, Fleener. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Now Brees throwing on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Saints add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed.